Hello, my name is William,
Hi, I'm Carinia.
and we want to thank you for watching our course From Losing to Winning in Marriage and Relationships. Today, we're going to talk about the healing process. And just to go into it, we talked about a lot of things that happens in a relationship and marriages that people need to be healed from, like arguing and you name it, all the bad stuff. But there's also a time where you got to be healed, and when you're serious, you're ready to move on. And I like to call that the healing process. So I want to hit the first point about the healing process. The main, to me, I call it the main key, the main ingredient, the main nugget, the main M word, whatever you want to call it, for the healing process: faith. So, honey,
Wow.
tell everybody, because you got to have faith. If you want to be healed, you want to be whole, you want to go forward, you got to have some faith. So, how did faith help you in our marriage in all these years, through even the times I messed up, I have made mistakes? How did faith help you get past that and get through that?
Well, first, let's start back when we got married, because when we were getting married, our scripture that we actually put on our invitation was Hebrews 11:1.
That's right.
Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And so I can honestly say at the time we couldn't really see how we were going to get married.
So what you're trying to say, you didn't see nothing good in me? You just had to have a little faith?
Yes, but at the time we had to have faith to believe that the date that we set, we got married in December. We were planning an outdoor wedding. I had a halter dress. It was so much faith involved in the planning of our wedding, and we sat down and we said, we know that this marriage will be built on faith. And I can honestly say from day one, we have gone down that journey of just believing God from day to day to day to day, through so many things that happened in our marriage early on. We had to have faith to get through. And my request to God before we got married, I said, God, I am praying for a husband, for a man who loves you more than he loves himself. Be careful what you pray for, because that was truly my prayer, and I believe that prayer ignited something in us. And we have been going through this journey, and I know my husband loves the Lord with all his heart, even though he says he messes up or he messed up. And so I just know, but his heart is for God. But faith, if we want to really talk about faith, faith is the glue that has truly kept us together all these years. Because I just want you to know, I truly believe in you, and I trust your leadership in all that you've done for our family. And faith is definitely the key. I've trusted God because you trust God. So thank you, honey.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That was so sweet. I almost had to say stop recording, but that was very sweet. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate you. Yes. How do we get to this point? How do you get to this point? Because we, like I said, we didn't start exactly here. It took us a process to get here, and it did take healing along the way. It did take some decisions and some choices, and everything, hear me people, everything is stemmed in faith, in believing in one another. And one thing my wife, she tells you, but I don't know if she put it as deep as it really is, she believed in me. Early on, there was not a whole lot of evidence that everything was going to work out fine. We've gone through financial difficulties. We've gone through, arguing, marriage difficulties. We've gone through, family and people, all those different things we've gone through. And we've heard the influences from people and from people outside saying, oh, maybe it's not the right decision. You may have this girlfriend or your homeboy say, man, maybe you should, look the other way, or maybe you should do something different, or a whole lot of things could be different. And my wife will tell you, there was times I'm sure where I know she stood by me and she said, no, this man right here, he's believing in something special. And explain to people what made you, in the midst of all that outside conversation, what made you stand firm in our relationship, in our marriage, and even in me.
Well, I would have to say, first of all, I like him. He's a cool guy, and we have a friendship beyond just the marriage. We are best friends, and staying through something, even though when times get hard, when you truly love somebody, you love them unconditional. It's like your children. You just don't throw your children to the curb because they messed up. You love them unconditional. When I said I do to all things. And it was rough. But I knew that my relationship with God, and God told me that He is my husband. He's my soulmate. And so no matter what comes, I made that vow to be with Him through thick and thin, to death do us part, in sickness and in health, in riches and in poor. And so I know that when I honor God with what He said is mine, then the end is only going to get better. And so for me, it was that unseen faith, because faith says you're going to have to believe in something that you may not see right now. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I couldn't see all the things He was saying we were going to have, we were going to do, but He had vision. Mm-hmm. And that is what I believe. Mm-hmm. I believe the vision, and I wanted to see this thing through. And so where we are today, I'm so thankful that trusting God for the word that He gave me to say, this is my son. I got him. You just hang in there and believe in it. And then having fun on the journey. We've had a lot of fun these past 17 years. Yeah. And so it's just believing, even if you can't see it, it's just believing and knowing that faith is going to produce everything you believe. And so that is truly what has gotten me to
I want to talk about what you just said. And I don't want people to miss the key word, what she just said. Faith is going to produce what you believe for. You come with hurt. You may come with pain. You may come with issues and things you need to be or have to forgive people for. How are you going to overcome all those fiery darts, all those triggers, all those things or responses that come up because of hurt and pain? Is faith. You gotta keep believing, and it does work. The key thing to this whole healing, we tried to make this as simple as possible. Faith does work. Faith does heal. Faith does accomplish its job. And one of the things I want to get people to start doing and start hearing is having faith in your partner, believing the good things in your partner, speaking the good things into your partner. That is what causes a marriage and a relationship to be healed, because we all have made mistakes. There's not one person on this earth that is perfect. But what we can do is keep believing that people will change. Keep believing that people will grow. Keep believing that people will be better and be their best self. And that is one of the things that's going to help you be healed, is that you're believing for a change. You're believing for something different. Mm-hmm. I mean, us being here and us doing this started at belief. As my wife told you, when we first got married, mm-hmm. we believed this day. Hebrews 11:1. We had faith for our marriage. We had faith to do this. And we had faith to where we're going to go. And that is the key element. So whatever it is that you've been going through, whatever it is you've been hurt, whatever it is, start believing for yourself. Start believing for your partner. If you have children, start believing for your children, and have faith and know and stand that it will work out right. And I can tell you, faith works. Do you not agree?
I agree.
Faith, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for faith. So That's what our marriage is built on. This is why we've been able to overcome our obstacles and be healed, is by faith. Now, we said it's a process, and the faith part is the biggest, the foundation of the process. But faith has a brother.
Oh.
Not the faith in your family, not like, hey girl, faith brother, what's his name? Tyrone? No, not that. You better call. No, not that Tyrone. The faith has another brother. It's called wisdom. And does it not just make sense not to keep making the same stupid decisions over and over and over again? Yes, I can believe for you, and yes, you can believe for me. And I know you do. But there's some part of, honey, you gonna be educated, right? Mm-hmm. And not just be ignorant. Mm-hmm. Not ignorant William. She wants me to be smart and have wisdom. So I had to learn, guys. So one of the things that we did, and we got a surprise for you, we compiled all of our wisdom that we gained over almost these 20 years into a book called Marriage Nuggets. And it is 30 days, guys. 30 of the most important pieces of marital wisdom that we can give you. She may go through and look and tell you one. I'll tell you one of my favorites, but it's in this book. It's 30 days. Each day you get a wisdom.
Yes.
So you don't have to keep making the same dumb decisions over and over again.
And we actually call those nuggets.
The nuggets. That's why it's called Marriage Nuggets. And you also get the life lesson, how to apply it if you still don't understand. Mm-hmm. And then we threw in some challenges.
Oh, yeah.
And
don't leave out the challenge.
My wife is brutal on some of these challenges. I said, honey, you can't put this challenge in there. You're going to have these people going crazy. But
challenge is on.
It's in the book. Challenge accepted. All right. So I want to just briefly just talk about this wisdom. And I want to talk about one of the nuggets, day 4. This is one of my favorite nuggets. And it's just a brief talk. Day 4 marriage nugget for me is you're not each other's enemy. You're on the same team. Now, how is that wisdom? Because we're a team. I don't benefit from fighting against her. She doesn't benefit fighting against me.
I always win.
Well, since we're on the same team, yes. Win-win. Ha ha. So that is one of my favorite nuggets. All of them is I love. But that is some of the wisdom that I've gained through these years that I really enjoy. And that's just simple how you apply it. Whenever I look and I be ready to argue, I'll be like, we're on the same team. How can I help myself out? How can I help us out? So do you have one that you like to share?
I have so many.
Oh, that's one. Stop right there. What does that say? I don't even go no further. Just don't read it to the people.
So day 14 says, choose your words carefully. I am so guilty. I have to choose my words carefully.
Yeah.
I am a Gemini. Wow. I was born in June.
Yeah.
I have a twin.
Uh-huh.
And my twin doesn't always smile.
No.
And so he gets the other side of me. But seriously, it's so important to learn this nugget, to choose your words carefully, because you really cannot win every battle, ladies. And you don't have to have the final say every time. And some battles aren't even worth fighting. So I encourage you to take this nugget to heart, to really choose your words carefully. Spend time choosing words that are more uplifting and encouraging instead of tearing down your spouse and always being negative and nagging and spiteful. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's sure not going to get you some extra cash in the bank. Okay, ladies? Uh-oh. Choose your words carefully because you have all the power in your mouth. Yes, indeed. So that's my favorite nugget, is to be sweet. My father-in-law said to me, you want to know how you attract with bees? Yes. His dad, he said this to me when we first got married. He said, because he knew what knucklehead is.
After we had a big argument, yes. And he was like, y'all don't need to be married. What's wrong with y'all? Then he gave us some wisdom. He said this
to me.
That's day 31, guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
He said to me, The way you attract bees is with honey. And honey is always sweet. That has stuck with me for so long. So when this one here gets to working my nerve and I want to just go off, I can always hear that saying, be sweet, be like honey. Yes, you get your point across, but sometimes, ladies, we have to tone it down. Because at the end of the day, this is the man that God has blessed me with, and I want him to know that he is supreme to me, and he is very special to me. And I don't want to tear down his character to where he doesn't feel like he's head of the house. So speak kind words to your partner. That's day 14.
All right. So we are giving you all a little bit of the wisdom that you can get from our book, Marriage Nuggets. And yes, it is available right now on our website, hornbuckles.org, and Amazon Kindle. You can get the ebook and like this, download it on your phone, your tablet, and it will really, really help you. So those are the 2 keys to this healing process. Number 1, have faith. Number 2, get wisdom. And we wanted to help you, and we gave you our top 30 things that we use on a daily basis to get to this point in our marriage and relationship. So I'm William.
I'm Carinia.
And we thank you for watching this course. Bye-bye.
Marriage is back.
Hi, I'm William.
Hey, I'm Carinia. So, how is your marriage?
How do you make marriage last?
Do you want to enrich your marriage?
Well, we have a new book just for you entitled
Marriage Nuggets.
How to Make Marriage Last. You can find it on our website, hornbuckles.org.